Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 20 shows us Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan ability, and it's completely different to anything we've seen in the Naruto or Boruto universe, but there are things that we can kind of compare it to. It kind of looks similar to the space-time ninjutsu that Sasuke was using with his Rinnegan. It kind of is also similar to the one that Boruto, Kawaki, and Jigen kind of uses to teleport all over the place. So it has some sort of connection. It also could be linked to Kakashi's Kamui, and it could also be a little sneak preview, a little bit of a flashback looking at who's actually been training her and helping her out with this Mangekyo Sharingan ability, how far she's been learning it, how far she's been training it. She's been holding it back. It's definitely not possible, or at least in my opinion, I don't think that she's been just discovered how to use the ability. She's been training with it. Otherwise, the time skip is kind of like a waste. It has to be that she's been training with this ability. And it's more than likely that she probably has her mom to thank for not bleeding at the eyes or being able to recover her eyes while she's still figuring out how to get an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. And there's still a bit of a deeper hole that we have to dive down when it comes to how much of the story does Sarada really know, and if that even matters at all. But I think in this right here, right now, I think that she's been holding back on it, maybe because if she uses it, she's afraid she might go blind, and who knows what could happen after that. But my assumption is that she's been training with it for the last 2-3 years, right? She's been training, learning how to use this ability, and has been holding back on it because she doesn't want to. Hopefully Sarada has told her, or maybe her training with Kakashi and other people has kind of informed her that if she overuses the ability, she's not exactly going to be able to keep on spamming it over and over again. So maybe with a little bit of training, a little bit of help from mom, a little help from Sakura, she'll be able to heal her up and make sure that she doesn't overdo it. So in this particular scenario, she uses her Mangekyo Sharingan ability to separate. It's separate from her eye itself, right? When we see Kakashi or when we see Obito use it, we see them use it in close proximity, meaning obviously Kakashi could do it at a great distance away, it doesn't have to be directly in his eye like Obito, but for him it does have to kind of, it makes the shape towards his eye. Does that make sense? This one, it kind of is away. I don't know if that makes sense. It kind of looks like a black hole, if we're being honest. It just looks like it absorbs it. Now, it does look directly linked to Sasuke's Rinnegan teleportation space-time ninjutsu, where it just kind of opens a portal, and then he's able to pass through it or go through it. And this one, it's able to literally suck the iron sand away from Ryu, unable to use it against the team. So my idea is that it's kind of like a black hole in a sense. It's a way for her to maybe teleport in the same way to other places, but it's also able to like the Kamui, suck in or take away the opponent's Shuriken, Kunai, other abilities and stuff like that. It's just a matter of how big or how small she can make it, or what she can really do with it. It's still unclear, but my assumption is that this is a really interesting technique for Sarada, not just because it's directly linked to Sasuke's and Kakashi's and their kind of ninjutsu. It's also important to understand that maybe it could have it's saving possibilities. So what I mean by that is, we don't know. We saw her take away the iron sand, but we don't know if she could bring it back. We don't know if she's in full control of a whole other dimension that she herself can go into and come out of, and then be able to you know what I mean, bring back the things that she puts in. We don't see what we do see Obito take out or put into his dimension and then take them out, like he did with those ninjas that he that were with Danzo. He fought Danzo's minions or whatever, and then he took them away, and then he was able to bring them back. In the same kind of way, maybe she has that same ability with hers, and she can not just do it with her own dimension, but she could do it with other dimensions. And I hope you get where I'm going with this, is that she, with this Mangekyo Sharingan ability, she might be the key, the ability needed to save Naruto and Hinata from the Daikokuten dimension that Kawaki has them trapped in. So let's say, best case scenario, Boruto beats Kawaki, right? He's still not going to kill him. He's not going to want to kill him. So he can't and won't kill Kawaki. And what's to stop Kawaki from just keeping them in there still? he's still gonna hate Boruto and the Otsutsukis. It's like nothing's been really resolved. So the only way to basically force Kawaki's hand is for Sarada herself to find a way into his dimension and save them from the time prison that they're basically in, stuck in that dimension. And that's the cool idea that I have, is that she's the key, she's the person, the shinobi that's going to save Naruto and Hinata. And so when Boruto beats Kawaki, it's not just like a stalemate, like release them or whatnot. And it definitely could be that, but I feel like it's more in their way to like save them. And it's also kind of like a cool way, because now it's like Sasuke made Sarada, and now Sarada's like, Naruto saved Sasuke made Sarada, and then Sarada is now able to save Naruto. It all comes back around, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like that's a possibility, and a possibility I'm rooting for. I think it would be really cool for her to have like importance to the story in that way. And it's also like a way to kind of get everybody on Boruto's side, like being able to see them side by side, or Naruto kind of like waking up and being like, Boruto, Himawari, like he's able to like tell the people, tell the village that like, this is my son or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, long story short, we have no idea the full range of her Mangekyo Sharingan ability, but I'm just going to assume right here, right now, it's kind of like a black hole portal kind of a thing with its own separate dimension, and she can go in and out of different ones, and she's able to like pull herself and other people through it and back out and then back again and all over the place. So it's basically like a teleportation space-time ninjutsu that's able to suck away or like take away the things like the iron sand and other such things. And in doing that, she'll be able to basically not only help or take away like bad stuff, she'll also be able to save Naruto and Hinata and basically be contributing in that way. But the only thing is, we don't know how developed or how far she's progressed in the ability. So even if she could get into Kawaki's dimension, she would still have to find it. She would still have to like figure out a way in and then get them out. You know what I mean? And Kawaki's not just gonna let that happen. So it's gonna be a fight. So we'll have to see how it goes. But until chapter 21, I have no idea. It could be that we get like a little flashback to her training with it or not. You know, we don't really know. But based on her eyes, they're exactly the same as when we last saw them in chapter 79 or chapter 80 when she first awakened them. So it means that she hasn't gotten a whole new eye, which means she doesn't have the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. It also means that that's definitely the biggest possibility moving forward, is her getting a Mangekyo Sharingan ability and being able to like, you know, help out in that way. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah,